attack for the side of 100 Thieves. I think Shift put it perfectly yesterday. You can't stop them from finding an open site. So we'll be looking towards Slandy, another masterful brain in the lobby alongside Mel, to have those quick mid-round calls, because Shopify Rebellion, they love just trying to search for these opening contacts.
They really do. There's somebody pushing out a B main, somebody pushing out at one side, a little bit of util, or sometimes even dry. I think that's what they catch a lot of their opponents off, is destroying timings, making sure they're doing things a little bit different, but still doing them each time to create a conditioning moment here. As we're getting ready to hop into the matchup, we are going to see what can happen if Shopify can put up those rounds again that they did yesterday and close out better on the second half. 100 Thieves saw that tape too. They're going to come in strong. Like the Death said, there's a lot of firepower on this side. And as we start things off, it looks like it's just going to be a little bit of a lurk by Noya on that left side as they start to feel out the map. But 100 Thieves is ready for a mid play.
And she's going to do this the entire attack half as well. And that's what she's good at. She's one of the highest KPRs on Swiss Stage as a Sentinel. So finding that opening impact here on these lurks. But look at this. You mentioned understanding, knowing what the pistol round looks like. 3 are walking up mid-arches, about to contact these catalog players. And Jazzy first blood. The trades going in 100 Thieves' favor for the time being. But the back pedal, good from Shopify Rebellion Gold. The net goes awry. And Jazzykins will fall as well. So it's Alexis to kind of re-level the playing field, to give Shopify Rebellion Gold numbers back, and put Slandy and Melia in a position to play the 2v3 clutch. Oh, good try out of Slandy. 2 kills found. It's not enough though. Noya collapsed back, gets Shopify Rebellion Gold, the pistol.
All right, we will see what they can approach the second half. Nice job by Shopify, making sure they got themselves all the way into position. Good kills coming in from Alexis as well, and Noya saw that being very effective on her left side play, so they can continue to kind of say, hey, is Noya there? Is she not? Gonna keep Cam just to make sure they have that left side peek, which is super helpful.
He said it, Shopify only wants as many rounds as possible on this attack half, and great way to kick things off here. Stark 4 Bulldog by, but they are running into the gamble stack from 100 Thieves here. If this owl drone that's about to come out from Sarah doesn't spoil the entire plan, if they don't kind of recognize it and rotate out of it.
Flying in. Ooh, blast from Lydia to Noya. Alexis is able to easily get that tag through, though, as they're going to be putting close up. Using that classic, like a little mini shotgun. Good lord, Jazzy.
Whoa.
Really nicely played, and this does not look good for Alexis. They're going to peel off, try to play everybody from the same spot here to increase that firepower.
Wow. Little bait and switch action here between the remaining players. As long as Spike or door gets toggled, that's the idea. Did not want to let Alexis clutch this round out, mow them down, because they didn't collect the weapons, and a quick cheeky kill here. Alexis might be able to play for the spike bait or the generator safe plant. Goes instead on the offensive, Fred.
Going for the tricky dart. Was second round res. Gonna play it for the kill, and it's only to put Melly in a coffin. The clutch, the Red Bull clutch. My God, the wings on Alexis there flying through that round. The pull on the second, but good damage. You can't scoff at the damage 100 Thieves just did.
And Alexis, I mean, with, oh yeah, you can call it an iBUYPOWER ace. What a clutch. And I feel like this is one of the rewards reaped from switching Alexis off from that deadlock onto the stage. She's just become a lot more aggressive on this attack half. She was, I think, 13-2 at one point in that 11-1 half yesterday against Blue Otter. And that is what is showcasing here, right now, to get SRG out of a tricky situation. But that's all it was, right? 100 Thieves back to business, back to a bye, looking to get their first on the board.
Slowly pushing back. I thought Melia was ready to take that fight completely, but hearing the... Whoa. We got util out in sight. 100 Thieves almost not ready for this timing, but it looks like they'll be planned and ready. These moments. Oh, completely red on that. Alexis sat down on top of the wall as they are just pushing through. Marceline using the flash accordingly, as there's going to be a few more frags coming in for 100 Thieves on this one. And it should be a 100 Thieves round. They should be able to keep a lot of members up. They did a lot of damage on that second round, and they're able to take the bonus.
A really, really nice just understanding of how the stage is going to function. Really good pop flash out of this mid-market smoke from Marceline. Again, Alexis is usually able to find those cheeky kills on the Grim Wall. Not able to this time around, and you didn't add that wall instead to expedite the site execs. So on 100 Thieves, do a good job anchoring it out. Some damage done by the trades out of Shopify Rebellion Gold, but all in all, great way to cut things off, and now you're going to see SRG kind of just going back to this characteristic default, right? Noya Yalnico was solo, but you usually also will see Sarah to try and defuse any kind of aggro play or to get that mid information. And all this is just trying to punish any aggression or find your own, like Melia has just done with the first blood against Noya.
They still have a lurker there. They might be able to do another slow walk-in with the side of Sarah here as all of this action today goes in for a little bit of orb control, but that orb control has been sussed out just above the box. That's a tough shot to make, and Alexis gonna get a little bit of revenge there as they start to move themselves back towards the mid.
Okay. Maybe even the playing field. By that ambitious Sabrosa play out of Marceline. Losing Noya means you've lost your plan B, so we are just gonna have to probably lock down on this B split with less than a minute to go. And Slandy, loaded, primed, and ready. You also have this aggro market tripwire. They know that they like this late mid road, this like mid pivot, and Melia tried to handle it.
And Mel handles that. They did get a heal on mid, so Dodo doesn't actually have too much spam coming off of that Odin anymore. A big boon of having that Sage. This is another reason. Those lurks, the holds, jumping off the fountain. The well isn't going to save you this time. And Alexis comes up with the 4K. Absolutely insane rounds coming from Alexis right now.
I mean, I said it, Monster Menace frag central in the server. And I was going to wait till Haven to set up the flex head-to-head against Jazzykins, but I mean, she's clearly taking the cake right now and converting what might have even been a mistake with that mid wall into a backstab attempt. So 100 Thieves couldn't have the retake how they wanted it. Really, really nicely done there. Is going to be another, should be, I should say, another buy up out of 100 Thieves. And this is going to be a big swing round, I think. For Shopify Rebellion Gold is going to have another kind of dominant attack half like they did yesterday against Blue Otter. If we're going to have a little bit more back and forth, even game like 100 Thieves typically has. So curious to see, Riv, what we think is going to happen with the Jazzykins annihilation, with Alexis Res, the second one online, mind you, in this half.
It's insane. What is it? It was like 1 kill on pistol, the ace, and then the 4K? That's 10, right? Like
something like that.
Crazy way to calculate, just accumulate your kills, rather. And yeah, you're right, a second res. Yeah, they could very well be on track, like you said, for a bit of yesterday attack performance here. But you're right, the ultimates are now up. We'll have to see how they retaliate from the attack side. Already, Marceline's getting to a pretty sticky situation here.
And Daycraft at the ready. First kill found on the Dodo Nut. Mirror match taken out. Yeah, and that's where the res comes back in. Bring Dodo up, your second fragger on the team. Let's see if she can get it done the second time on this re-entry to be.
Walls up, broken, just to give a little bit of fear by passing through into market. Oh, the double swing, and they actually look the same way. Oh no, punished just for a moment. Punished again by Melia. Swinging the hammer over by Logs here. I should say the axe down onto SRG as they finally recoup a few kills to bring it 3-3.
They haven't dealt with Slandy. They know she was stairs. She was playing that cross contact with Melia. And the Annihilation as well, just to try and keep Slandy alive here. Take some of those players out for the mid fight. Sight, though, ultimately will fall. The 2v2 now without the Annihilation. There it is, connecting. Noya. She wants to go on the offensive, catch them off guard. Jazzy was ready, but the shots weren't.
Oh, Lydia? Wait a minute. Traded and switches back to the Vandal.
The read.
Just high on the crosshair. Alexis gets another clutch rush, just counting down. 5, 4, 3. The next is going to be a 2K, and then a solo crazy 1v1 maybe. Who knows? We're seeing the future here with Alexis plays. 13, 2, and 1.
Wow. And just the parallel action as well, where it's like, okay, Jazzy expects Noya to swing. They lose that engagement. Lydia expects Alexis to swing, loses that in engagement. And Alexis is a multi-kill monster right now. We can keep tooting her horn all we want because it's definitely what's making the difference right now. Again, breaks the bank for 100 Thieves, sets SRG up for at least 5. You know, with no thrifty shenanigans business like we have seen on 100 Thieves on maps like Lotus, but all in all, no real aggro play, like group up play out of 100 Thieves here, right? It's looking fairly similar to their buy rounds, and you can see SRG very wary of that possible occurrence here, so just taking their time, stacking a little bit more heavily towards A than normal, and just taking it one step at a time.
My ult's
Hard to
ready.
see that sensor coming up close, back up. They continue to control and farm the A orb. I wonder if 100 Thieves will start to put a little bit of priority on that as these rounds come through. A little priority on this catwalk.
Ooh.
Oh, and they scrap
Spike
back.
down mid.
Kill on both sides, leaving him up as the Hunter's Fury screams across the middle of the map, and
I know
SRG try to recoup that spike.
Ooh. Sarah.
A little spammy.
Able to find the kill there in to spawn. In the meantime, it is all systems go towards this B site. Melly not even getting a chance to anchor her sight. While you can dent a little bit with the GC Sheriff, all in all, this round feels pretty much done and delivered. Noya on the way to finish off what little remains of Lydia. And honestly, again, eco round, not expecting it too much out of it, but there were some mistimings on the utility there out of 100 Thieves, right? Paranoia was good,
Yeah.
but I wish they would have swung a little bit later and executed that trap off of the Hunter's Fury, not the Hunter's Fury coming after you've already lost Jazzy, after you've already been exposed into mid. So I think that's where this timeout is coming from, right? Not at the big picture level, but more just, come on, guys, we got this. Resync, play together as a team.
Yeah,
because again,
make
the
sure
reads
we're
have been
calming
good.
the little things.
Yeah, they've been winning the opening engagements. It's just kind of the late round follow throughs are falling a little bit.
It's true. They're finding the trades they're hitting here have been kind of crazy. So you're right. You have a few more people up. Those abilities are ready for a bigger moment. You get yourself into a good position. It seems like 100 or SRG is doing a really nice job of flexing Noya and Alexis here between kind of in the moment who needs to be on that flank. We saw them both in that same spawn position between different rounds. So they're staying fluid right now and probably pretty comfortable as they're getting some ults back online. One more for that res again, a third one in the first half here. So I expect maybe they even go for that, prioritize it, and get a res on whoever might die during the dimensional drift entry onto a site. They just have so much to throw at this round.
Absolutely. It's going to be explosive for both sides. And again, another kind of out for 100 Thieves to maybe start closing this gap in the first half before it gets too late. Yeah, there is always that copium, that like issues we saw yesterday in the Blue Otter Ascent defense won't be fixed for Shopify Rebellion Gold, but this is again a masterclass prep team we have in the background between Veer, between Effie. So likely not going to happen, but this is a change as well coming out of the timeout, right? Marceline's got the operator online.
Yes.
They've already been good about the first bloods. This just kind of doubles down on that factor.
I think it's big. This is big too, especially for a duelist. I mean, Marceline can op. We know that. It can stay in Marceline's hand, but to start to get some kills, get Marceline online, start to feel better about this match. And already the push started coming through towards A. Tree is a big one as Sarah just hits right up the gut of Tree and throws 100 Thieves for a loop, but Marceline does find that kill, so they even things up for now. And the map is slowed down after that quick rush towards Cat.
Yeah, I think there was a paranoia there from Mela as well, just to kind of seal the death sentence of Jazzykins. And while that weakens the site with the Sentinel gone, right, because Marceline got posted up on a Have Not That Gate Crash so fast, that's why you have this backpedaling from SRG. That Slandy almost caught wind of, and I think she has.
Yeah, peeking over and over. Slandy feeling comfortable. I love to see the re-peek on it. And Noya buying some time, taking some time. Crosshair's going to be there perfectly again from this corner. Slandy's been a menace. Can't do it this time. Too low HP coming from that extended trade. And now it seems B site has just been the favor. Every time SRG's in and the defense is there.
And another res comes through as well. Bring another Juggernaut into the fray. Noya alive. This is how they like to play things as well without the deadlock in this composition. It'll be Noya, it'll be Alexis playing either aggressive or from main, just so you can't streamline this retake process out of CT, out of market. And it's usually really hard to get back into, especially now with Marceline having the judge this late. Sorry, the operator this late.
Across. Trying to create a little distraction from both sides. Oh my god, Alexis just snapping onto Lydia's face as Noya helps to finish the round. And they get another one, 6-1 on attack right now. The 100 Thieves timeout for that round squished, but they can still kind of use the idea that they're trying to get out of it here in the further rounds. Just seeing that come through, that was kind of crazy with the clone into Hunter's Fury. You're kind of looking for the footsteps, but also thinking you can make a play around Hunter's Fury, but really it's all just a ruse. That's a really neat trick.
Yeah, and looking at those replays as well, you saw it was just a lot of really good, kind of even fights that went south towards the B site, right?
Yep.
And we saw Lydia losing an instrumental fight, a main, etc. And now it's just SRG imbued with confidence, just trying to run it back on the B site. And all of his Cypher utility is moot.
Ooh, I love the Cypher gates. They are creating their own way that the flashes are going to get out, not using those Omen smokes. And still, it's just to get the team to move. It seems like they want 100 Thieves out of their initial feel comfortable positions, those hard angles they're holding, and they all have moved. I mean, they can go back to those spots, but they don't know what timings they've missed or what's going to be happening now. So at least SRG has shuffled the map up a bit, and they're going to start heading back towards A here.
Yeah, a little deep slow, or maybe to fake a re-B split, but
yeah,
A the sight lines for the time being. Little deadlock utility to keep hopefully Mel disconnected from the rest. A little net to slow things down to speed up the rotation from 100 Thieves into spawn as well, but I'm worried about this Noia cleanup that we might inevitably see through mid.
I was wondering if that happened faster. They go back to B, but there's one. Walls up top. Okay, they're going to be safe in A for now. They have main control. Don't even have to worry about the utility sitting under their feet as it's destroyed, so they can just hang out now and wait. Great job by SRG to be aggressive, but Jazzykins makes it possible.
For you. Now Melly realizes I have the big guns. I have to focus on my team instead of getting that Noia kill, but it might be a little too late. Again, Alexis leads the charge, leads the heaven aggression, and is leading Shopify Rebellion Gold towards the 7. Trying to find the final kill on Melia. It might be Sarah to finish the job.
There it is. I'm going to say Duelist Alexis out here on Sage, going crazy. 7 to 1. They're doing great. Looking at 100 Thieves side. Still having the ideas. The op is back. This is another time they can really bring whatever they were talking about in the timeout into action, and they may even see another one soon here. But they're just, see, the timings are there. They're feeling like, even that peak, you know, they were ready to swing. No one really had a peak on if they were jumping up. It seems like 100 Thieves is so sure about the situation they're in, they're kind of missing the actual state of the game. So they just need to slow it down and take a moment, I think, in these engagements.
And that's so interesting because they usually take their time. That's what you'll see next half.
Yeah.
A little mistrip there.
No more charges.
Usually, yes, they usually are that kind of forward-thinking team.
Right.
But it's just, again, SRG's pedal to the metal right now, not giving them the opportunity. Just the openers are, it's like they've sped up since when they started, so it didn't work out for them having these default kind of rounds. Another chance to get the first blood, Marceline. Position with the operator, and again, Donut found victim, but Alexis again is one off from a res, so she can get a trade, get the res back online, and then it would be a 5v4.
Looks like they're actually pushing forward.
She's
pushing forward for it. This is insane. No way.
She gets it on a Marceline.
The timing is wild. Coming back out. Oh my god. You got to be kidding me. The timing on time. A timing sandwich. That's insane. All right, we move back to the middle of the map. Spike is still there after all this spawn shenanigans, and they're lurking out on both sides.
Enemy remaining.
And the backstab is, yeah, it's gorgeous. And usually you have a Mel lurk a main, so that sort of thing doesn't happen. So Shopify Rebellion Gold slip a little bit here. Mel, IGL left to clutch up the entire round. Oh, this TP off the dark cover's good, but there's 2A main.
Well, that's insane. From on high. If she did that from her tower, that would have been amazing. You get crowned up there. Second round. 7-5 does not look bad, especially after how punishing this first half has been. 100 Thieves, take a breath, slow it down. Keep 4 alive on this round, and they really need to build econ. And that operator is going to be there again for Marceline.
Absolutely. So really, again, it's kind of, I think that Des mentioned this, right? There's these 50-50 positions that Shopify Rebellion Gold are able to put themselves in, right? And that tips the round back into their favor, and that would have been the Alexis kill in spawn, right? You get the res, you go back, you get Dodona back up into the action, who's having a slower map, and things turn around in your favor. But because it doesn't get your way, because Marceline, has a Spidey Sense tingle, they get that second, and hopefully we'll get the momentum that you mentioned to set them up towards this 7-5.
Melia pushing up. Always wants to see if they can grab that first shot. That first person peeking. Gotta respect it. Waiting on the op. A dangerous position. Marceline would have to hit and gate crash. It is over towards A. Stays for one. Fakes. Oh no, that was the inner gate crash coming through. Sarah comes and the annihilation goes out as they start to hit the B site. Spreading in very quick.
I think Mel's Cocoon got caught on the market door as well.
Oh. Okay,
so she stayed alive in the doorway, I should say. But it doesn't matter. Marceline, instead of gate crashing out, right, she played that stairs position, so able to recapture the line, recapture It would have been numbers advantage for the team, but Donut is alive and well, looking to get back on the scoreboard, and the res as well to follow suit.
That's crazy. Everybody had such an unsure idea of what angles were free, dangerous, or open when they peeked out there into the middle of the B site. And now the back boathouse is held. The anchor, Melia goes down. And now Lydia, here to clutch. Being a shadow on the left side of B.
30 seconds left.
Waiting on that smoke being thrown. Kind of fainting that there's a little bit more time between the positioning, and it almost works.
Oh. And SRG's not going to swing this until they absolutely have to, right?
Ooh, close peek. Sarah standing out there as just a sentry, right? Like, once I see it, it's off me. Swing and peek, and that was the play. God, I love that from Lydia. Leaving a long smoke, saying, oh, they must have smoked from mid. We have a few more seconds to walk, you know. Almost. That was really cool. Well played by SRG, though. Always clutching those tight moments. And it will be an 8-2 to stop that 7-5. So is it an 8-4 now? It's going to be a question for Ultimates to see if they can get a few more rounds on 100 Thieves.
And they lose this, and they're going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel. So they definitely want that 8-4, and that's evidence of them not committing to the save here. See how it goes? Again, you can see playing a little bit further back, Noya. Maybe get some flashbacks to the kills Melia was able to achieve. Getting active. And they may have dodged a major bullet. There's a really, really hefty call to stack B because it has just been kind of B simulator out of SRG. Unfortunately, this time around, SRG back to the default, looking for, again, this sort of approach. Not seeing anything, not hearing anything. They may be waltzing right in what 100 Thieves is hoping for.
Yeah, you were talking about these aggressive stacks, like doing a few of these. Finally, we're seeing the power come together. And they're getting antsy. They're getting antsy for it. The first one's going to work. Now it's a little bit of a help from Marceline. Oh, and Jazzy peeks out again. Lydia had a backup and smoke idea for that situation, or maybe a paranoia quick. But they disjointed for a second.
Yeah, I mean, at that point you would have had numbers. You could have gotten out, but the re-swing off the net. Again, it kind of goes back to what we mentioned prior in their eco round with that mid play. Just everything needs to be in succession for this sort of pop aggressive plays, and if not, Shopify Rebellion can even the playing field like they've now done. Now they're going for the late A pivot here, where Melia has been an insane anchor on the B site, now is going to be tested over towards A, but unfortunately hanged out by the recon. There is. Pages. Oh, but she goes back!
Poked in the face with Sarah's muzzle there for a moment. Yeah, plant just in time, back of sight underneath the wall, so they also dodge Hunter's Fury. And same spot for Alexis, feeling comfortable on a late jump up. 2v3 here. And the lurk from Lydia. Oh no, they're going to combine. Don't be lurk. She's just coming in from defense. I'm just getting excited about the play.
Yeah, you definitely got to group up here. You're already down one. Also like them destroying the wall so you don't know they're both coming in through 3. Paranoia saved this late, right? Instead of on that aggressive play. Gives them hope, but Mel from main has shattered it. And Slandy trying to get the weapon is pinged down off the recon and doesn't even get a chance to play the round.
How many multi-kills for Alexis? That one alley-oop. You could just see Slandy's health bar dropping lower. But yeah. We'll see.
And again, this is a map that they 13-3 Ghost Gaming on yesterday. And they were all aiming. Like, Marceline had an insane ace. You know, Lydia was an insane solo anchor as well, which I think you'll see more of on the attack half more than anything.
Yeah.
It could also just be that kind of world champion mental block, right? Where you're up against Shopify Rebellion. To me, that's what's shining through right now more than anything. Because the calls, the ideas, again, are looking good. It's just some of these fights not going their way.
It does.
Even Marceline. I was going to say, they're getting the opening kills.
Towards mid, and how they've been doing that the whole time, right?
Exactly.
With the little variations that they're able to offer. Oh, right into the time. Jazzygans has a pump. Oh, that makes it hard to get out of there with the Bucky. Lydia starting to trade though, but traded back obviously with the Hunter's Fury knowledge coming up on the mini map. And now they have to rotate back. I mean, this is an all or nothing round. It's the last one of the first half, so we are going to have to see 100 Thieves get back and do more of a default position with the last 3 members they have left.
This is huge.
Yeah.
Neural theft pulls Melia over. So you can have at least some tree info here. I cannot have Melia fall though here. I want her just to get the info, get out, or you win the engagement. Now you know there's two at least, Tree, right? The recon bolt, the cage. I feel like they're gonna get the null effect and then pivot late into B at this rate. They have the Omen ult too? No, they're one off.
They don't know they're going to be running into the trips. They see Cypher on the right side, but Cypher's set up there. What's the movement here? This could be huge from Slandy. Wait a minute.
Is it a That's a judge.
Can we breathe easy? Oh, right to the chest. Sarah's down. The play is going to be tougher from long range now as Mel makes it towards the left side and gets in another round with 10 seconds on the clock. Where we get a plant from SRG, and this is going to be Marceline with a dimensional drift to set up a play.
I'm back.
You gotta line up
both
at this
flashed.
point. Yeah, both backside, boat. Oh, there was a chance. SRG gave it in, but ultimately it was another very dominant, very successful attack half, 10-2. But Rivington, the Deaths laid it out, we laid it out. This is where things get shaky, right? The switch from the Deadlock to the Sage bolstered their attack, but left desires in terms of mid control, and he said the coaching staff had to figure out what was going wrong, had to make these fixes because it's something easily exploited by Blotter, now 100 Thieves in turn. We'll see. It all starts with this pistol ultimately from 100 Thieves. Again, they also started on the attack, had a really strong attack half against Ghost Gaming, so let's see if they can get the ball rolling first before we dive into all the defensive things that could go wrong.
We got Chazikins and Lydia. Look at this front line shield wall. Behind some ghosts behind. They got the cavalry ready. This is like the 300 wall they're trying to set up here. Can they push at the right time though? Oh, what a setup. They're already ready. The slows, the shots here from SRG. Poised. There's a paranoia. The play comes through. There's 1, 2. They're going to start falling, but they do get a trade back that causes for pause here on the side of SRG. They pick up the spike, and they start moving on what they already kind of had in action by Melia. They just need to gain that space over at B.
This is difficult. Yeah, it's a 3v4, but 2 players half HP. Still have to deal with Sarah on the site. One shock dart could kill both players if it lands properly.
Ooh. Straight through. The teamwork is amazing. Nobody's hitting the trip though. Melia goes down to her own devices. Just from the other side. And now it's the plant. This was a big one for 100 Thieves. If they can start off on the pistol round and set SRG on the back foot.
Ooh. The timing here. If they can fight Alexis alone before Noya gets fully up main, this could be good. But I don't think they expect her main. So, as a result, this is going to just be a really good contact crunch onto lane. Noya cleans up both, and foundational pistol crumbles for 100 Thieves. Shopify Rebellion Gold. We get to 11, and this is where you're gonna have to probably see some force efforts out of 100 Thieves, maybe some singers, and see if they can build hope in the darkness.
I agree. This is the stinger buy. Get them all. There's 1, there's 2, gets a little bit of armor. We actually have full, because we saw Melia with the kill, and Marceline. Alright.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
So B-Rush is the best one here. Coverage on the trips. A quick dart from Slandy on the bounce shot. Oh, actually, they're going to dart or drone over mid first. They may not have time to destroy these trips right away, so it may be slow to start, because that's going to be the safest play.
Okay. Eyes on Sarah, but not on Donut, the real threat with this outlaw. She is going all the way down. Slowly slicing the pie. Slandy's able to get away. And at the time here, back to the team for this explosive pop off the net combo.
Diving in, darts go out. They don't have to worry about too many trips here. They've just got the camera above them that could really reveal a lot on this retake here for SRG. What a crash into sight. Beautifully done as they trade one there. The Stingers are going to start doing a lot of damage here, but Shopify is so ready as they start to pile back into sight.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh.
Sandy, that's a huge kill. Now you just don't peek the outlaw. Ideally, don't get hit by the spray! Or I should say the wall bangs. Yeah, they haven't even exposed that Mel has a guardian here. Lydia, judge in hand, would be really nice if they both go stairs, but she's second-guessed herself.
Playing the side of the box is one of my favorite ways to play this. Hugging it.
They have paranoia.
Oh, it's going to get modeled Mel farther away from the corner, and Lydia couldn't see it right away. Easy defuse. A game point here for the first map for Shopify Rebellion. And they're going to be ready for this bonus round. They're going to have a Guardian going in. We'll see. I think they'll go for a few buys too, but the judge comes up.
Yeah,
and that Stinger buy is going to hurt it for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, we went from them trying to ride a Stinger success story to get back into the game to now just needing a miracle moment at this point. Again, you haven't forced till the game is over at this rate. They'll need more than what Blue Otter was able to achieve yesterday to push it to OT. They got 8 in a row, and then their journey was cut short. 100 Thieves will need 10. And that's just devastating because 100 Thieves have such a good attack half. They just don't have the wiggle room, the room for error to grow. That's exactly what Shopify Rebellion Gold was searching for. Not having to play out this defensive half, and looks like things are going that way with this opener from Donut on the Outlaw. And Alexis with the judge, they look like they're about to run right into it.
Oh. The patience. I think this should go through. They're trying to throw in. Oh, they actually don't use Utah. How do you get that shot? What is that peek from Slandy taking Alexis off the corner with the judge? It seems impossible. Oh, we just saw it. And it's exactly what 100 Thieves now needs, corner after corner, just to get into the site and get this round and keep this map alive.
And Donut rotating over to Heaven on A is the equivalent of Marceline last half rotating over with the Operator. When it's Light Shield, no shields across the 100 Thieves squad. They're going to run right into her crosshair. Mel doesn't get to them first with this Guardian.
You know, looking at this, seeing how low 100 Thieves is, you think about last half, it's one of the ways that SRG was really able to keep pushing, right? That happened. Oh my god, hold the thought. There's kills coming through in a matter of no time. And with 20 seconds left, the Spike's going to have to crash into the site and almost force plan here.
Ooh, info. Yeah, I'm just trying to secure this safe plant, and while they do, again, it's not great. Numbers on SRG side and the HP.
Last player standing.
That is the shot they make. If Dodona actually hit that drop shot, that's the one they hit to win their last Ascent game. It would have been literally Matrix style deja vu. But that is still the defuse. It was crazy. 13-2.